Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is good, family? Good to see you. How's everyone doing today? Shout out to that dude, Michael Saylor. Wow, that dude is something else. How's everyone doing today? It's a great day to be in the digital asset space. How about that? Shout out to BC Backer for doing this thing today as well. I got to tell you, if you're not learning from BC Backer, you are missing out. You are missing out. Highly recommend you check out the dude's channel, watch his videos. Highly recommend you check out his course, bcbacker.com. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Guys, wow. I mean, the market is going crazy right now, right? It's good. I mean, it's, whoa. Whoa. Elrond gold is just going absolutely crazy. Looks like Elrond is trying to do the thing that Bitcoin could not do. That's what it's looking like. That's a pretty powerful statement right there. But that's what it's looking like. We'll see. We'll see if it can get that done. Interesting stuff. What's going on, guys? John Doe, how are you, my friend? Good to see you this morning. Happy Monday to you. Klaus is here. How are you, my friend? Direct Interior Hip, hey, Siege, what's up with you? Devon Steve is in the building. Good afternoon to you, bro. Crawfish XRP is here as always. How are you, brother? Charlie G, good morning. Crypto Siege, good morning to you, Charlie G. Crypto Insomniac is in the building. Hey, bud, what's up with you, Crypto Insomniac? Joe C is here. Hello, what's going on with XRP? It's going sideways. So that's that 40 to 45 cent range. Looks like that's where it is. Interesting. I got to tell you, you got to get the psychology of the market. You got to get the psychology of the market. If you don't, you don't. So I ended up selling my Bitcoin in the 27,000 range. Sold it in XRP. Not in the 40,000s. Missed it. Done. It's over. Expecting another opportunity to buy in the 20,000s again and ride it up. But that's kind of where it is right now. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I do. We'll see. Crypto Insomniac, what are your thoughts on DAG? I don't know anything about DAG, honestly, Crypto Insomniac. So I couldn't give you any kind of intelligent feedback on it. Trey Hauser's in the building. Good to see you. Pablo Domain is here. Hey, Siege and all. What's good? XRP #1. Big face, no cap. Besides Bitro, where can you get Spark tokens right now? Right, they're not, those are just IOUs, big face, no cap. They're not actually listed anywhere yet. I don't think they will be until after they actually launch sometime in 2021. Yeah, that is, it's an interesting thing with Elon buying now. They're in there. H, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. The market is going crazy. Block Foley is looking absolutely crazy. Elrond gold, I mean, wow. I don't even know what to say. What's going on with Elrond gold? It's just 100. Wow. It's only 21 million total supply. This says 20.2 million. Like crazy right now. It's crazy right now. On the 90-day, it's up 2,000% on the 90-day. It was $196 at one time. Yep. Absolutely crazy. And I'm staking Elrond right now. So it's hard to see. I got to kind of wrap my brain around what I'm going to do with this. I don't know. Really, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's check out the markets overall. Bitcoin 43,000 plus, right? What's going on here? Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Did my thing freeze? Did my thing freeze? It's freezing on me. Oh, nope, that's not it. What the world? Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if this will work. All right, let's try that again. Again, I don't know why this is not working now. Oh, maybe I'm hitting the wrong thing. User, nope. There it is. Bitcoin's at 42,966. I think it was as high as 44,000. Was it? Did it get up to 44,410 today? Ethereum 1769 was its all-time high. 1715 right now. Cardano, might as well say 70 cents. Polkadot's $22. XRP 43. $25 for Link. Bitcoin Cash is at 463. Stellar's 38 cents. Uni is at 1949. And Cosmos is at $14.10. Interesting stuff with this top 20. EOS $3.43, up $1.79%. How about NEM 12 or 31 cents? Yeah, let me see. What is that on the freaking? Okay, that's not bad. I just wanted to see where I was with that all-time high, $2.09. And it's at 30 cents. I wonder why BC Backer didn't mention this one. That's the 700%, close to 700%. Cool. They're just starting some new stuff. We'll see how that goes. So guys, what's going on with your block folios? Are looking good? Do you guys feel like you have a plan? You guys got a plan? It did get to 44K, Eric Jenkins. Good to see you. Namaste, PG. Good to see you all the way from India. I appreciate you being here. XRP number one, sold my EGLD for a 10x, but hey, yeah. I don't even know. We're at least, I don't know, 15, 18x, somewhere around there. Really blessed. Crazy what's going on with the market right now. But the question is, do you guys got a plan? Do you feel like you have a plan for this market? What's your strategy? What is your strategy during the bull run? What's the strategy? Do you have a strategy for the bull run? That's the thing that's important. Some people are going to hodl through the bull run. Sad to say it, but the vast majority of people are going to hodl through this bull run and miss out on the capital that's available. Right? Guys, 60-something people in the stream. Klaus says, everyone give a like. Do me a favor and smash that like button if you didn't get a chance to do that. Do you have a plan for this market right now, right? This is something that I heard from Ross Stevens today. So we're going to listen to a little bit of that with him being interviewed by that dude, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. Interesting stuff. Really interesting stuff. I got my 20th century shake made up of powders, fruits, some vitamin C. What else did I put in there? Peanut butter. Got to get those monos and monos. Cash is a liability and is no longer an asset. Wow, that's heavy. That's something heavy. I did not know that Ross Stevens is the founder of NYDIG. I had no idea. I should have known that. That's the question. During this bull run, what's your strategy, guys? TJ Jackson is here. I missed you, brother. How are you? How have you been, TJ? Oh, good for you, Keyless. Another lady of crypto's checking in. I'm up 185% on GALA. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I was going to get some of that too. I didn't get any yet. We'll see when. We'll see. Because right now, I was hoping that PLA was going to be the gaming thing that was going to, you know, kind of do its thing in the gaming space, but I don't know. I don't know. Gala looks like it's getting a little bit more momentum and steam. I mean, goodness gracious, it's up 4,000%. So yeah, won't be buying this anytime soon. But I'm glad for you, Keyless, that you got some profit. Mario Rodriguez, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I am selling and staking on Celsius. What are you doing on Celsius? I love Celsius platform. What are you selling there? Oh, you're selling and putting something on Celsius? That's what I do. I just purchased and put something on Celsius. Indeed, I did. TJ Jackson says, all is well, Siege. Got a chance to get home from work for my son's birthday. Happy birthday to your son, my friend. He turned 3 yesterday. Wow, great age, 3. I remember those days with my children. 3 years old. Happy birthday to little TJ. It's good to see you, brother. So yeah, so the deal is, what's the plan right now? Like, how are you going to take advantage of this market right now? Right? How are you going to take advantage of it? That's the key. And what I would say to you is, you got to understand, we're in a bull run, Alta doing their thing. But understand, after this bull market, there will be a bear market. Right? There's going to be a bear market after this. So how do you take advantage of the moment that you're in? What's your plan for leveling up your lifestyle during this bull run? And for me, it is a simple thing. And we're going to get into this video here with Michael Strategy and Michael Saylor and Ross Stevens. But for me, it's a simple thing. I look at my blockfolio and I say, how much value do I want to add to the blockfolio during the bull market? What number is that for us? Is it 10 grand? And then we go into a bear market? Is it 20 grand and then we go into the bear market? Is it 100,000? Is it $500,000? Is it $1 million? What is it? Because after the bull market, there's going to be a bear market. That's not a if, that's not a maybe. Never in the history of recorded business markets or trading markets has there never, ever, ever not been a bear market. We don't know how long the bull market is going to be, but after the bull market, there tends to be a bear market, right? Are you planning for that? How many of us planned and expected, I should say, how many of us expected a 3-year, 900+ day bear market? How many expected that? I didn't expect it, but it happened. It happened. So a lot of us we literally went through a bull market, literally went through a bull market and didn't add value to the blockfolio, slant portfolio during the bull market. Right? In other words, didn't add 10,000 that you could put that you could leave in a stable coin, and you could say, well, you know what? I entered the bull market. I had 5,000 in value in my portfolio, and I left the bull market with an extra 10,000, right? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. Are we going to add to? Are we going to add to during the bull market so that when we get to the bear market, because it's coming, we can say that we added value. We went from 5,000 to 15,000. We went from 5,000 to 50,000. We went from 5,000 to 100,000. Do you have a plan? Do you have it laid out? What does it look like? Because after the bull market, there's going to be a bear market. There's not an if, there's not a maybe, there's not, well, my goodness, I think crypto is so exciting that we're just going to be on a bull market until the day we die. Right? Like me and Miss Crypto Seeds, we have a plan. We're going to add a certain amount of value. There's a minimum, right? Like minimum. Like after 3 years plus of a bear market, we got a minimum, and it's a high minimum that we will add to our blockfolio. Add it, put it on Celsius. This is our plan. We're not telling you what to do with your money, right? Certainly not trying to do that, right? We're not financial planners. We don't want to tell you what to do with your money, right? I'm just sharing with you what we're going to do. And we're going to put it on Celsius, right? Now that it's on Celsius, we're going to have a certain amount of it in stable coins, whether that's 60, 70, 80, 90%, and then the rest in the asset, whatever that is, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, right? We know from the stable coin thing, we're expecting somewhere between 9% to 11% in stablecoin interest. That's what we're planning on, 9 to 11%. And we'll just use that to live life, right? During the bear market. And part of living life for us in the Crypto Seeds home during the bear market is the accumulation of more assets. But that's part of it. It's not the only part of it. The vast majority of people that's been in this space since we entered, right, 2016. The vast majority of people went through the 2017 and 2018 bull run and didn't add value to their blockfolio. What I mean by that is did not increase or level up their lifestyle, and just simply moved to the bear market and accumulated more assets. Now, that part is great. You got to accumulate more assets during the bear market. But what about the leveling up of your lifestyle? What about the bull run that was right there in front of you? That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to say this again, guys, because I think this is not being said enough. Like it's not being said enough, especially in the XRP community. After this bull market, guys, there's going to be a bear market. Chances are really, really high that after the bull market, there's going to be a bear market. I don't know how long the bear market is going to last, but what if it lasts another 3 years? Like, what if it lasts another 3 years? Right? What if it lasts another 3 years? And I get some of you guys are just getting into the market, man. July, August, September, just got into this market. Past July, this past August, this past September, October. Just getting in. I get it. You haven't had enough time to accumulate. And here it is. This is the bull market. What's your plan? What's your plan? What does it look like? Because I just think the biggest challenge, and again, in the Crypto Siege's home, we are not moving into the fiat world. Like, we're not moving into the fiat world, right? And what I mean by that is if we move into the fiat world for whatever the reason it is, it's going to be through collateralized debt positions. That's what we're going to do, right? And so we'll say, okay, how much do we want to have in the fiat world to go do the things that we enjoy doing, right? Traveling, different places, the business class trips. How much do we need? So we'll sit down and say, okay, this is what that is. And then we will leverage the assets of value that we have. We'll leverage that value and do a CDP, borrow against it. That's what we'll do. That's exactly what we'll do. And we'll have an option to borrow against that at 1% or 1% or 3.95% or 7.95%. But we'll have a choice. We'll have a choice to do that. What's going on, Verity Hawkins? Good to see you. Who let the bulls out is in the business. That's right. Goodbye, Cash. Hello, Independent Wealth Management. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Right? We'll have a choice. Do you know your choices and your options, and are you prepared for them? Right? What we don't want to do is enter into this bull run thinking this is going to be the last bull run. This is it. Hey, I'm done. Look, this is my last shot for generational wealth. No, it's not. It's not your last shot. With that being said, how do you plan on leveraging the bull run? How do you plan on leveraging it? Everyone is, I feel like a lot of people are so afraid to make money in the bull run because they're waiting on something. Like they're waiting on a 3-digit XRP. They're waiting on a 4-digit XRP. Like there's their fear of if they leverage the market, they're gonna miss something. Like they're gonna miss something, Just gotta be careful. Just be really, really careful, because you could find yourself in another 3-year bear market, having not leveled up your lifestyle when you had an opportunity to do so in the bull run, right? What's going on, John Stoops? Good to see you. Josh, I'm 106 years old. That's probably my last. Are you really 106 years old, Josh? Are you really? Are you pulling my leg there, buddy? Incognito, hi Siege, you're the one that put me on. Gotta level up our relationship to money, indeed. Good to see you, Incognito. Good to see you. Pablo Domain is here, right? So I just think it's hugely important to understand it. I personally, again, I really like BC Backer's course that talks about exit strategies, because it gives you a tool gives you what is that? Something to put in your tool belt, right? Devon Steve says, hey, Siege, but if you leverage when coins are high, then markets hit, coin drops, they get cashed in, right? Well, it depends on how you do it, right? It all depends on how you do it, right? And so when you do with Celsius, you can do a stable coin loan, right? So you can do a loan in your stable coin at 1%, right? That's not going up and down, right? Stable coin is a stable coin. So it depends on how you do it, Devon, right? Depends on how you do it. And then again, the other part of it is, right? It's a 1% loan, right? You have an opportunity to do a 1% loan, right? And so, again, and for us, it's when the bull market is over and we move that value of our assets onto Celsius, for example, right? We take that value and we decide on the loan that we're going to do, and we decide which asset we're going to use. Right? We could use the value of Bitcoin. We can use the value of Ethereum. We could use the value of what we have in stable coins, right? Because, you know, luckily we've learned from the last bull run and the last bear market. And what we learned during the last bear market is that there was plenty of time in the bear market to accumulate assets, right? In the bear market, BTC was still around and still available to purchase. In the bear market, Ethereum was still around, still available to purchase. In the bear market, XRP was still there, available to purchase and accumulate, right? Still there. Did anybody think that they would ever see a 12-cent XRP? Ever? Did you think ever that you would ever see it? But there it was, available. Bitcoin, $3,000. Big lesson for me, huge lesson I had to learn, right? Just learning the market. Massive lesson. I've learned a lot about Bitcoin and how to play Bitcoin. I screwed up a bunch of times, but learned, right? But learn, right? Think about that. Right? Here's the thing. There's always going to be an opportunity, to accumulate assets in a bear market. But the opportunity that you miss to level up your lifestyle during the bull market, you'll have to wait for the next one to do it, right? You have to wait for the next one. So the bull market is here, altcoin season is beginning, and the question is, do you have a strategy to leverage it? Whether it be reallocation of your assets, you know, from stuff that's already gone up 700, 800, 900,000%, and put it into stuff that has not got to do that yet. Do you know what those alts are? What's your plan to take advantage of the market, right? Because again, for us in the Crypto Season Zone, guys, do me a favor. It's over 160 people in the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Crypto Siege. Do me a favor. If it's only 60 likes, what we want to do, guys, is our way to help grow the community is to get more of us in this space, right? And the way we can do that is by smashing the like button, right? So that YouTube gets the channel out to more people hanging out on YouTube who are like you and I, who are trying to figure things out in the fiat world and not winning over there because they are not for us, That system's not for us. So we want to bring them into the digital asset space. And one of the great ways that we can do that is to smash the like button. So YouTube gets the channel out to people hanging on YouTube, scrolling on YouTube that aren't in the digital asset space yet, right? That's what we want to do, right? So that we can remind them and let them know, hey, the digital asset space, Mr. Truck Driver, Mrs. Bank Teller, is your chance to win, right? That's what we want to do. That's the goal, right? That is the goal. Jackie33 says, I'm driving and I still smash the like. Well, Jackie, thank you, Jackie33. Appreciate you being here today, miss. Daniel D is in the building. I know. What is up with EGLD, though? So, guys, listen. Gregson Wong, words of wisdom, pure truth, man. Thank you, Gregson. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking in on the channel, brother. I don't think I've seen your name here before. Where are you checking in from, Greg? Is it Gregson? Where are you checking in from, bro? All right. And so, and again, I just think that's what we have, right? The bull market, we have an opportunity, whatever that leveling up of the lifestyle is for you, that's what it is for you. But are you prepared? Do you have a plan to do that? Again, it could be merely adding $5,000 to your portfolio. It could merely be that. It could be 5,000. It could be 50,000. It could be adding 500,000 to your portfolio. But do you have a plan? Do you have a number, a minimum number? Do you have that? Right? Because again, the bear market is coming after this, in which you'll have an opportunity to have leveled up your lifestyle, number one, and then number two, accumulate more assets during the bear market. Oh, you're from Hawaii. Oh, cool. Nice. Very, very cool. So many times I've lost value in crypto. Yeah, exactly. Right. And so that's the challenge, is kind of learning it, right? I'm learning it too. Learning the markets, learning the cycles, right? Appreciate you checking in, Greg, and understanding that, because I think there could be times where people are talking about their assets and they're talking about how well the assets are doing, and it can create this fear of missing out. And so people are kind of panicking in the bull market. They don't know what to do. And what's worse is they don't realize that the bear market is going to come after it, right? And because of that, they're freaking out over there in the bull run. Don't know what to do. Don't know when to sell. Don't know. There's no plan. And they don't see the advantages in the bear market, right? That's the time to accumulate. But also during the bear market, if you add value to your portfolio during the bull market, right? You've won in the bull market, right? You won. So you figure out that minimum you want to add to your portfolio, whatever it is, whatever that is. Leverage what's going on in the bull run with alt seasons and all that other kind of stuff. Personally, we're doing both things in our sound savings instrument, our generational wealth formula strategy, rather, right? So we're using both, which is GW, generational wealth, equals digital assets, the acquiring of assets, plus sound saving instruments, right? We have two of them on the channel. One is the Celsius network that pays me interest on my assets, and the other is a cash value dividend paying whole life insurance policy. Both of those things allow me to do the same thing. Both of them. Both of them. Earn interest on my fiat dollars, right, in the form of dividends, right? Borrow against the cash value that I have over there, right? Celsius network, same thing. Pay me interest, but they call it yield in the form of a digital asset, Bitcoin on my Bitcoin, XRP on my XRP, and then borrow against the value of my assets. Both platforms allow you to do the same thing, except for one has a death benefit to it and the other one doesn't, right? So that's the difference. But are you prepared to do that? That's the big time question, right? And I hope I didn't rant on too long about that, but I just think it's hugely important for you guys to get that after this bull run, there is going to be a bear market. And do you have a plan to level up your lifestyle and leverage the bull market? Leverage the bull market, right? Some people think that there's just going to be this thing that happens with the digital asset, and it's never, ever, ever going to be anything less than some other thing. Now, that could happen. Are you prepared for that? What's your strategy? If you don't have a strategy and you're looking for something, I'd highly recommend you check out bcbacker.com and get the idea and concept of that strategy. Does it make sense for you? Like, does it make sense for you? The most important thing about getting that strategy, in my humble opinion, is you investing in you, spending $39 to invest in you, to say yes to you, that you're deserving, that you're worthy, and level up your IQ. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Because the bull all season is happening, and you don't want to be in the midst of it without a plan. A plan. Listen, after you listen to it, maybe you adjust it. And maybe instead of 65%, you adjust it to 50% or 30% or 20% or 10%. Maybe that's what you do. But if you don't know what a strategy is, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Question is, are you willing to say yes to you to find out? That's the question. That is the most important question. That's the most important question. All right, let's take a listen to something that Ross Stevens, he's the CEO and co-founder of Stone Ridge Holdings, and he's a freaking founder of NYDIG. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, let's do it. Let's listen to this guy. Interesting stuff. Let me see if I can find the right part here. Let's go here.
Thing, your cash reserves, because what used to be safe and not volatile, it's no longer safe and it's highly volatile.
Well, why is this framework so relevant now?
He's talking about the dollar. It's no longer safe and it's highly volatile. That is heavy. The dude's talking about cash. Here's the video here. This dude here saved the interview. It's Reyes Arriba. Shout out to that dude. Let me subscribe to his channel. And thank you, my friend, for doing that. And this is Michael Saylor here on the left, the CEO of Michael's Strategy, who put 1.3 billion into Bitcoin. So of course, Elon Musk, he had to outdo him. And he did 1.5 billion. And the guy on the right is Ross Stevens. Really, really smart guy. He's talking about cash.
I mean, it's always been relevant. I mean, what's relevant is the urgency. What's new is the urgency. What's new, I think, is the outsized role of central banks in all of our lives, and the role of central banks on corporate balance sheets. I mean, cash is now a liability, no longer an asset. And I think that has profound long-term implications for corporations. I mean, we can go back, start in a lot of different places, but we can go back. I mean, one of my favorite Federal Reserve sort of central bank persons is Hayami, Governor Hayami from Japan. He's not a name you hear a lot about now, but he led the BOJ in the year 2000. And he joined right out of college, post-war, 1947. It's hard to imagine Japan back then, but they were in a hyperinflation. Imagine Japan in a hyperinflation. And those hyperinflationary years when he was out of college left an indelible scar on Hayami, understandably. And as he was rising through the ranks of the BOJ, he was known for repeating the phrase, if you debase the currency, you debase the country, in his internal meeting. So that was Hayami. He was a strident anti-inflationist. Now we think about Japan back in 2000, right? It's 10 years after the bubble burst. their benchmark rate, basically their Fed funds, had gone from 8% to zero. And given Hayami's personal background, his anti-inflationary stance, he thought free money was nuts, right? So he decided to do something about it now that he was finally in charge. He took the radical step of raising rates 25 basis points. I mean, pretty radical. Ouch. So he made money slightly non-free, okay? But he didn't just do it. It's really what he said. He kind of had this speech and he thundered, risk must be priced. Risk must be priced, which is really academic jargon for saying the market must determine the price of money, not bureaucrats. So what happens, right? Very predictably. First of all, the prime minister goes ballistic. Yep. He says, this is just unacceptable. It's an unparalleled display of independence of the central bank, as if that's not the entire point of central bank independence. And what happens in markets? The Nikkei gets crushed, drops 20%. The politicians, predictably in Japan, freak out and they demand a return to zero. And 7 months later, Hayami retreats. He completely capitulates and moves the rate back to zero. And probably not surprisingly, soon thereafter, he's out of a job, right? So that we can think about the journey starting there. Let's fast forward 18 years, December 2018. Let's talk about our own country and what I think is the greatest reversal of monetary policy in our country's history. And I say that when I measure it based on the swiftness of the reversal and the impact of the reversal. So we're December 2018, Fed meeting day. The markets are down 8% for the month, so nerves are frayed. And Powell comes out of the meeting and he says, the balance sheet runoff, so coming out of QE, it's on automatic pilot. And with those two words, the market just loses its mind. It just drops 5%. Trump says he's going to fire him. And things kind of go ballistic at that point. And I don't know if you know this, but Fed policy is that the day after a meeting, nobody in the Fed's allowed to talk publicly, but the day after they are. And at the very first opportunity that Powell has to walk back his remarks, he saves space and do it himself, but he trots out Williams, who's the Fed president of New York, and Williams says, plans are not promises. We will reassess data. The market knows exactly what that means, and it rockets up 15% in the next month. So like Hayami, complete capitulation. Hayami took 7 months, Powell took 2 days, right? Let's do one more. Let's fast forward to last March.
So this guy again, this is the same guy. Let me stop this share. This Ross Stevens guy, just to kind of give you some perspective. I mentioned that he is the CEO and founder of a $10, $20 billion assets under management company. And he's also the founder of something called NYDIG, right? Let's see if that's it, right? This is the same guy who said each citizen, this Ross Stevens guy here, the same guy, right? The same guy who said each citizen now has, this is what he, listen, this same dude here who's kind of giving us a history lesson, right, in the central banks. It's the same guy who wrote a letter to his shareholders of his billions of dollars in assets under management company, and the founder of this thing called NYDIG. NYDIG, custody place for Bitcoin, institutional Bitcoin stuff, right? Letter to the shareholders. Each citizen now has a choice. You can stay on the fiat standard, in which some people get to produce unlimited units of money, just not you, or opt in to the Bitcoin standard, in which no one gets to do that, including you. Right? Guys, over 200 people on the stream. Thank you so much for being here. And 116 likes. Let's get these likes up to at least 200 people. That would be really, really cool. If you're enjoying the hangout, haven't had a chance to smash that like button, please collapse the chat and go smash that like button. Here's the thinking, right? Again, I wanted to kind of give you the perspective of this guy, his background, where he comes from, right? What he's thinking about. Again, billions of dollars, right? Billions of dollars in two different entities, right? Stone Ridge, and NYDIG, right? So this is a guy who knows how to make money, knows how to manage money, is trusted with billions of dollars, right? Think about his thinking, his perspective on such a thing. And he also says cash is a liability and it's no longer an asset, right? It's no longer an asset. We're moving into a new monetary system or policy where we have the choice now. We have a choice where before Bitcoin, there wasn't a choice. It was merely the fiat standard. That was it. It was only the Bitcoin standard. I mean, the fiat standard. And now there's another choice, right? And we're in it and we're learning about this new asset class, right? Which is why, for me, we made a decision that we're leveraging. We're not going to get rid of the new money, right? We're not going to. It's an asset. We're not going to get rid of the new money. This is, in my humble opinion, it's the new money. What we're going to do is leverage the value of this new money and take the fiat. And if we need to go to places that aren't taking the new money yet, we do it there. But we want to keep the asset. We want to keep the asset. And for us, operating in that 1% loan space, 1%, look, billionaires and 1% of the 1%, they are the only ones who get that 1% loans. Rarely does the average Joe or Jane get a 1% loan. And so again, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. What I'm suggesting to you is, do you know what you hold, right? And so it's not about an exit strategy into fiat. It's about, it's about an exit strategy and a plan behind it to leverage your assets. And having a plan and knowing what that plan, what it looks like, right? So, just like me and Miss Crypto Seeds did, well, we sat down and we wrote out the numbers. We wrote it out. And then we also discussed, well, what's our minimum and what do we want to do, as far as going out and playing in the fiat world? What is that amount, right? What's that amount? Is it 100 grand? Is it 50 grand? What's that amount? And then the other amount is on Celsius, earning interest and generating cash flow every single month. So in case we want to do something, I don't know, maybe investment wise or whatever, we can do it, right? But that's a plan. That's a plan. How many? It got up to 198. It's not there now. Right? So that's what I'm saying. You have an opportunity to do, guys. So guys, let's get it up to 200 likes. That would be really, really cool. It's 229 people here. Cash is a liability. It's no longer an asset. That's a pretty powerful, powerful statement. And we all know, we say this on this channel all the time. Once the powers that be recognized and came to the conclusion that they couldn't strong arm this technology, once they realized they couldn't strong arm it, they decided to embrace it. And their way of embracing it is going to be regulating it. But it's here to stay. They can't get rid of it. Because just like Jay Clayton said in a congressional meeting, if we don't embrace this, it's going to innovate around us. That's what he said to the Congress people. So it's here to stay. The question that I have for you is, are you participating? Right? That means, are you leveling up your IQ about XRP and other digital assets? Are you leveling up your financial IQ? Have you invested in an exit strategy and learning what it is all about? Have you done that? That's the question, right? Do you have a long-term plan, like a goal? Like we have a long-term goal, and it's not $1 million, and it's not $5 million, and it's not $10 million. This is an opportunity in this new asset class this is a, you know, once in 5 lifetimes opportunity. Do you see it that big for you? You know, are you prepared, right? If you haven't been in the space for a year, are you planning on being in this space a year from now? And what does that look like? What does that look like for you, being in this space a year from now? What does that look like for you? Again, we're in the bull market right now. We're in the kind of in the beginning stages of this alt season. What amount of money do you plan to add to your portfolio at the end of the bull market? Right? When it's all said and done, what's that number? Is it 5,000? Is it 50,000? Is it 500,000? Is it 5 million? What is it for you? Understanding that after the bull market, there's going to be a bear market, and you'll have an opportunity to accumulate assets, and will have to level up your lifestyle for whatever that looks like for you. Again, because the bull run is here. There's money to be made. How you leverage it depends upon your plan. And if you don't have a plan, you're going to get hurt. If you don't have a plan during a bull or bear market, right, you're going to get hurt. So get a plan, guys. Definitely get a plan. Most important, and again, guys, the reason why we always ask for you guys to smash the like button, it's a way for us to get this channel out to more of us that are hanging out on YouTube, right? Watching dog videos, and watching old football games and old basketball games where there were people in the stands, right? That don't know about the digital asset space yet. And the most important thing that we can do is to let people know about this new asset class. And this is where we win. Because you and I, just like freaking, think about that. Elon Musk, think about it. He got Bitcoin after you. Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, he got Bitcoin after you got Bitcoin. So did Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio got Bitcoin after you got Bitcoin. Oh, not Ray Dalio, Paul Tudor Jones, after, right? See the power in that? Chrissy Faust says, those who fail to plan to fail. Indeed, 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 indeed. So if you guys want to reach out to me, if you got some questions about something, here's the email that I use for the channel. Chrissy Faust, this is my email there. If you have some questions, you can reach out to me there, cryptosiege@protonmail.com. The most important thing, guys, is to have a plan. What's going on, bodybuilder? Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Carmen Perez, how are you? Thank you. XRP 1500 transactions per 2 seconds. Yeah. Good to see you, Carmen Perez. Another lady of crypto checking out. I love it. Absolutely love it. Welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, Carmen, if you're enjoying the hangout. Daniel D is in the building. Why Celsius over Nexo? A better business model, or BlockFi. Daniel D, my opinion is Celsius has a better business model. And what I mean by that, their ability, how they get yield and provide it to the platform holders is massively important. It's not the numbers that they print on the dashboard. It's how they acquire the yield, I think, is massively important. And so when you go net, they have zero fees, and they give more interest than any platform. They created yield. They created this type of space. Dr. Goat is in the building. How are you? Mark Splice, what's going on, my friend? Mix, you're welcome, my friend. Royal Goodness says XRP will explode. I agree. J.R. Dastar, you think XRP will explode? I do. I'm planning on that, right? So I'm planning on a $10 to $13 XRP. I'm also planning on a $20 to $26 XRP by the end of 2021. Now, the SEC lawsuit might have changed the 20 to 26 by the end of 2021. We'll see. right? You know, for me, for TA guys, technical analysis guys, I like BC Backer. I like DIY, which is do-it-yourself investing, but he puts it out, DIY investing. And I like a guy named High Altitude Investing. High Altitude Investing, right? Two young guys. BC Backer's probably a little bit older than the other two, but three different kind of perspectives, thinkings, mindset, three kind of different TAs, but it helps me to get a rounded picture for TA. And I think big BC Backer's exit strategy, you got to pay close attention to it, listen to it over and over again, see if it makes sense to you. And for me, exit strategy is not going to be in Fiat. That's what he's going to do, but I'm not going to do that, right? I'm not going to do that, right? And so I adjusted it. Like, I'm not going into Fiat and where I'm losing, you know, the cost of capital is 15 to 20%. Cost of capital is constantly being debased. You know, so why would I trade an asset that's the new money and goes up in value, right, for something that's going down and being debased? Now, will I borrow against the asset? Yes. Where I don't liquidate it? Absolutely. That's the strategy. Leverage your assets versus liquidating. Michael Saylor said that himself. He said, what am I doing with my Bitcoin? I'm never selling it. When I need money, I will borrow against it. And this is a dude that put $1.3 billion, right? And it's just, he says two things that I'll never do. You know, two things that I don't ever want to do. He said is pay income tax and pay capital gains tax, right? Right, that's what borrowing against your assets will allow you to do. Cut down on the capital gains, right? You know, play that, you know, defer the taxes, if you will. Neiman, yeah, I would recommend BC. Good to see you, my friend. Hi, I'm new. When you state to get a plan, where would you recommend to start? I would recommend BC Bravo Charlie Backer.com. Guru James, what's going on, my friend? During a bull run, you have to take a little off the table. Yeah, absolutely, right? And so, again, yeah, you always want to kind of get your initial money out, you know? So when your stuff gets up 100, 200, 300%, you know, what we did is when it got up to 200 or 300%, we took our initial money out of the assets, right? And so the rest was house money, right? A book list. If you're talking about for crypto, I would start Neiman with the Bitcoin Standard. Now, if you're talking about for regular financiers, I could give you book after book after book after book. So if you're talking about for crypto, I would start Neiman with the Bitcoin Standard by Safin. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Amos. Last name is Ammous, but I think it's Safadin or Safadine. The Bitcoin Standard. Writing Beast is here. How are you, Writing Beast? Uh-oh, something was deleted. Jackie 33. Okay, she deleted it. Got it. Oh, wow. Thank you, Jackie 33. So, Jonathan Batista is here. How are you, my friend? Yeah, Elrond is on the run. It's an amazing thing. Jonathan, I feel like they're trying to do what Bitcoin didn't do. Is that your kind of thinking with Elrond? I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Crypto_JS. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. BC Backer, DIY Investing, and Crypto Revolution. There's a new name I use to get a good overall pick and come up with my own plan. There you go. As they all three give great outlook for mid to long term to educate yourself with. That's just absolutely right, Crypto_JS. Nicely done, my friend. Mark says, I bet the lawsuit is settled by the time Flip Networks is live. Yeah, I agree. Crypto Delivery says smart move. So XRPUBI, high seas, and will XRP settle before the end of the year? It's hard to say. I think the chances are better that it does than does not. I think that both people want to get it over as quick as possible. Ansari says XRP has more value than Bitcoin. It's not about the price, it's about utility and actual use cases indeed. So, and again, thank you, Jackie, 33, one of the mods on the channel. Appreciate you taking care of that. Tammy B, thank you so much for this channel. You're welcome. Appreciate you being here today, miss. Karma Perez, got the smiley face. Guys, yeah, we're almost at 200 likes. That'd be cool if we can get to 200 likes before we head out of here. That'd be awesome. 250 people here. If you didn't get a chance to smash the like button on the way in, just collapse the chat, no worries, and go smash the like button. Let's get this channel out to more of us. We need more of us in this space, Tammy B, right? We need more of us in this space, Carmen Perez. We need more of the average Joe and average Jane in the space so that they have an opportunity to win. The digital asset space is our chance to win. Just like Elon Musk just went on to wherever he went to purchase some Bitcoin, you and I can purchase it, right? We didn't have to be a billionaire. We didn't have to be the owner of Tesla. We can go and purchase on a level playing field. We can go and get Bitcoin in XRP, in Ethereum. We don't have to be an accredited investor. We don't have to be on the inside of the inside, right? We don't have to deal and play in the nepotism game. We can participate on a level playing field. We can acquire assets on a level playing field. We can invest in the protocols on a level playing field. This is our chance to win. It's not in Wall Street. It's not in the stock market. It's not in NASDAQ. It's right here. This is our chance to win. The digital asset space is our chance to win. Right? Adventures of PBJ and Raiden. How are you, my friend? Crypto_JS says Celsius has the best CEO with the best community, best crypto rates, best loan rates, zero fees. By the way, zero fees. By the way, zero fees. And also they pay your fees for you, with your withdrawal fees. They pay them. Like they pay them for you. Don't know how long that's going to last, but at the moment, it works really, really well. Great roadmap, future enhancements, win-win. Absolutely. Love, love, love the Celsius platform. Yeah, crypto delivery, right. I feel like XRP is giving all the other cryptos a head start. LOL. Yeah, and that's historically what it's done. It's always been kind of like the lagger. It's kind of been the lagger for short. Moonshot 2020 is here. What's going on? Won't XRP have a value based on utility and maintaining it, high value, not interested in just a bull run, but long-term growth? Absolutely will. But just because you're expecting that, and I am too, doesn't mean that you can't leverage the bull run. If you have a plan, and if you're familiar with plans, like my plan is without question, during the bull run with my XRP, I will level up my portfolio with a percentage of my XRP. I will level up the blockfolio, right? You know, do the thing, you know, all that stuff. I will buy more XRP. That's my plan. So whatever I used to create a certain amount of money, I will use a certain amount of that to buy back the XRP. Buy back the XRP, take the difference, put it on the Celsius platform. So I'm going to have just as much XRP as when I went into the bull run, just as much or more, right? Just as much or more. But now I got this, you know, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, 5 million. Now I got this on Celsius, and I have just the same amount of XRP as I had going in or more going into the bull run. You can do that in this bull run. Well, I don't know if I should say you can do that. I think there's an opportunity for people to do that in the bull run. I should put it to you that way, because it's going to depend on how much it's going to depend on how long you've been accumulating XRP, right? If you're just getting started, you're only 90 days and accumulating it. You don't have the same opportunities or the same options as someone who's been accumulating XRP for 3+ years, right? So it all depends on where you are. But I'm saying that is available, because I know the vast majority of people have been in the space since 2017. So that's my plan, right? My plan is to, again, right, get them, add to the value, whatever that is, utilizing a certain percentage of my XRP, right? Putting that on the Celsius thing, buying a certain amount of my XRP back so that I have just as much as I had, right? Just as much as I had, and prepare for the next bear market. That's the plan. Now, whether that's the plan at $10 to $13 or $20 to $26 or a combination of the both, that's the plan. And when I say that's the plan, that's the goal, right? The goal is to add to the portfolio, the blockfolio, add to it, right? Right? And utilizing XRP, a certain percentage of it. When I'm said and done, there's Celsius with their stuff all on it there, right? There's my XRP, the same number or more than when I started, and go from there. What's up, Richard France? Good to see you. Hi, Siege. I have come in a bit late. Can you please tell me what you mean by title? Cash is a liability and no longer an asset. Yeah, that's a quote from Ross Stevens. He said that on the interview with Michael Saylor, Michael Strategy. Jay McDean, what's going on, my friend? Martin 958, what's good, brother? When are we all going on a country drive with a live feed for Q&A? Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I will do that. Bam Bam, what's going on, my friend? I hope you're right. Bam Bam says, what up, C's? Just my opinion. I think that $20 to $26 range by the end of the year is going to be closer to $50 to $75. Man, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you are right. Miss Siege will have to read the questions for you. I know. Yeah, I need to get her to help on the channel for sure. XRP Cali unit, how are you? There you go, Chrissy Fouls. This is about long-term financial planning and creating generational wealth. That's what it is about. Thank you, Chrissy. My thoughts on Dogecoin is I'm happy that Dogecoin is going to be on the Flare network. I don't own any Dogecoin, but I'm happy it's going to be on the Flare network. That's going to give us some utility, and I think that's cool. No, this isn't a channel for price predictions. Yeah, I don't do price predictions. I really don't do price predictions. I know I have a plan for prices, but I have no idea what the price of XRP is going to be at the end of 2021. I'm planning on a $20 to $26 one, and I'm planning on a $10 to $13 XRP. We'll see, right? So I got a plan for each one, right? Understanding, again, guys, and I'm going to wrap this up with this. Understanding that after the bull market, chances are really, really high that there's going to be a bear market. And in the bear market, there'll be an opportunity to accumulate assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, right? There's a good chance you'll be able to still get those. Good chance you'll be able to get more Ethereum, more XRP, more Bitcoin, right? And so if you understand that, if you understand that, what do you plan on doing in the bull run? What's the plan? Do you know there's market cycles, predictable market cycles, not timing, not the date that something's going to go or do whatever. Like a bear market after a bull market, that's like a predictable cycle, right? Right. And there are alt seasons within the bull run, right? There's there's the BTC cycle during a bull run, and then there's the alt cycle during a bull run, right? If you don't understand that, then I would highly recommend bcbacker.com to kind of learn that stuff. He'll lay it down for you. Right? He'll lay it down for you. Solomon says, I'm down the YouTube crypto rabbit hole and fell into your stream. Well, I appreciate you being here, bro. Over 200 likes and 200 people on the stream. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to do that. I appreciate this so much. That's how Solomon got here, right? YouTube was getting the channel out to more people. How are you feeling about the SEC investigation on Ripple? My personal feeling is I'm excited that it's in court. I'm excited for the favorable outcome for Ripple and for XRP especially. I'm excited about it. I don't think that anything, personally, I don't believe that the chances for me are more that Ripple will win than the SEC will win. Ultimately, I don't care if they call XRP a security, doesn't matter to me, as long as they let XRP do what it was designed to do and operate the way it's designed to operate. And the XRP ledger, obviously, allowed to do its thing. And, you know, the escrow does its thing. I think it's good. I think what Ripple is doing is going to be phenomenal for the entire digital asset space. So that's kind of my thing there. I feel very, very good because I feel like we're going to get clarity, which we massively need. Is we need the clarity, because once we get that clarity, then Ripple can pivot and adjust and move, right? And XRP can begin to do its thing freely. I think once we get a clarity that the institutions and the FIs are going to be all over XRP, once they get the clarity, because with clarity, Ripple can pivot and adjust and do what they need to do, and so can the financial institutions. What the financial institutions and Ripple cannot do is pivot based upon something that isn't. Like there isn't, right? Like if there was a rule, don't cross this line, then that's the rule. So no one crosses it. But we don't have a line, right? So once we get it, I think, me personally, believe it's game over, right? Because the XRP ledger is open source. Other companies are using it, and they don't, it makes no difference to them what XRP is deemed. They're using it for streaming payments, right? They're using it in the swap markets in Japan, right? They're using it to pay, what is the word? Independent contractors, or, you know, what's that thing called? Where you hire, you go on a site and you say you have a skill in Facebook marketing. And so you go on this company site, you advertise your skill, and people come in there and pay you, right? There's a platform that is using XRP for the payments on that particular thing, right? So once we get this clarity, right, it's over, because XRP, Ripple has created, and Spring has created all these other use cases. Carmen Perez says being sued is a great sign. Yeah, exactly, right? Like we say in our business, right? Dogs don't bark at parked cars, right? Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, the number 1, 2, and 3 most sued companies ever. They don't stop and go away, right? And Ripple is not going to stop and go away because of the lawsuit, right? That is ultimately the deal, right? Ultimately the deal. So guys, get yourself a plan. I recommend, again, bcbacker.com to begin to look into what a plan looks like. Does it make sense to you or does it not make sense to you? But at least you have some perspective of what a plan and an exit strategy looks like. Again, say yes to you. Say yes to you by investing in you. Right? All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this thing up. Thank you so much for taking the time to smash the like button. 230 people and 205 likes. That is awesome. Even little Miss Crypto Siege likes those numbers. Look, she's looking over there. She's loving those numbers. So thank you so much for taking the time to smash the like and getting this channel out to more of us so they can enter the space. All right, guys, listen, never, ever forget this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.